running a business, inventory can be, well, a bit of a pain, especially when Acumatica throws an error your way.
Oh, yeah.
And suddenly you can't update stock information, delays, bottlenecks, a real mess for your workflow.
Definitely. It seems like a small thing, but those errors, they can really cause problems all over.
That's why we've got Mayuri with us. She's a developer, 5 years in the ERP world,
Wow.
and she knows how to solve these problems.
Yeah.
She's seen it all across all kinds of Acumatica systems.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here.
So let's imagine you're a retailer, maybe e-commerce too,
Okay.
thousands of products, multiple warehouses, the whole deal. Then, bam, this error on your stock item screen. Unhandled exception has occurred in the function move next.
It's a bad one. Basically, it stops you from updating stock info,
Oh.
trying to track inventory, make sales, get orders out. This error just throws everything
It's
off.
got to be a nightmare for any business owner. Like hitting wall when you need to be moving fast.
Exactly. And this client, that's what they were dealing with. Big delays, just a mess because of this error.
So where do you even start with something like that?
First, you got to find the root of the problem. We looked at the system logs and found a faulty BQL query. Basically, instructions for getting data from the system's database, and these were messed up.
Okay, faulty instructions. Got it. What next?
Turns out there were null values in some related tables, and that was making the query crash. It's like the system was trying to find information that wasn't there.
Makes sense. What did you do?
We had to optimize that query, make it able to handle those null values without crashing.
So you taught it to work around the missing info.
Exactly. We also improved the exception handling so the system wouldn't just crash if it ran into a problem. Yeah, now it logs the error and gives a user-friendly message. It's way more reliable and less frustrating to use.
So instead of freaking out, it says, hey, something's wrong, but we can figure this out.
Exactly. Errors happen, but it's how you handle them that matters.
This is a great example of a small glitch turning into a huge problem, but you showed how the right expertise can turn it around.
Absolutely. And it shows why getting help from experts, like our team at Tiana Solutions, is so important. We can solve these problems quickly and save you a lot of headaches.
Being proactive is key. But how can businesses prevent these problems in the first place?
That's a great question, and we can definitely get into that. But first, let's see how this solution actually helped the client. So we put those fixes in place, and things really improved. The stock item screen was working again.
Great.
And because of that optimized query, the system was actually faster. Screens loaded quicker.
Nice.
But I think the best part was the error handling. Those features really made the system solid. No more crashes or weird error messages.
So it's running smoother and safer now.
Exactly. And the client was so happy. They told us, this has really made a difference for our inventory management. We're not worried about those errors messing things up anymore.
That's gotta be a relief. No business owner wants to be stressed about their systems crashing, especially with inventory. It's so important.
It really is. And it shows why you need to have good systems and, get expert help when you need it. It might cost a bit up front, but it saves you so much trouble later on.
I totally agree. Can you tell us more about that?
Definitely. The biggest thing is to understand your system. Don't just treat it like a magic box.
Right. So knowledge is power when it comes to Acumatica. What else can we do?
Data. That's huge. Make sure the information you put into the system is accurate and complete, consistent. That really helps avoid errors from bad data.
Clean data. Got it. Anything else?
System maintenance. It's like taking your car for a tune-up. Keep your software updated, back up your data, have a plan for maintenance. That can prevent a lot of problems down the road.
So be proactive, not reactive.
Exactly.
Okay.
And of course, having a reliable support partner like Tiana Solutions is always a good idea. It's like having a safety net. Someone's there to help if things go wrong.
This has been really helpful. For our listeners who might be struggling with similar Acumatica issues, what's the most important thing they should remember?
I think the big thing is you don't have to just wait for a crash to happen.
You're absolutely right. It's better to be prepared than scrambling when things break down. And it's good to know there's always a solution out there, even with these, complex ERP systems.
Definitely. There's always a way to figure it out.
Well, Mary, this has been so helpful. Thanks for sharing your expertise with us today.
It was my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
And to everyone listening, if you're running into similar problems with your Acumatica system, or maybe you just need some help, don't hesitate to reach out to Tiana Solutions.
And you can give them a call at 678-910-2774